if you do have like just a small budget and you're moving here, consider the smaller cities, like, not these major cities like Bologna and Milan and Rome. Hello. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, my name is Anne. On here I do create faith-based content, vlogs and personal development, so please do consider to join the tribe. I had a number of questions regarding this and I think it's really important. Today we are talking about some of the things to know if you're considering moving to Italy in the year 2023, be it you moving here to permanently live here or moving here for education. Let's get right into the video. The first thing I'm going to talk about is one, the cost of living. Let me tell you, costs across cities are different, so the cost of living here in Italy depends on where you are based. If you're based in larger, cities like Bologna, like Milan, like Rome, like these places, they're expensive. Yeah, these places, it's very expensive to live there, And outside of that too, let me tell you, like since 2021 to 2022, costs have been increasing. So like out here, the cost of living have increased, so things are expensive. Things you used to buy at just €1, now it's costing 2 something, you understand? So things are getting expensive. So on cost of living, I'll tell you, it depends on where you are living. So if you do have like just a small budget and you're moving here, consider the smaller cities, like, not these major cities like Bologna and Milan and Rome. Like living there is expensive, very expensive, let me tell you. The language barrier in the north is difficult. You're going to find a number of people that do not understand English. So if you're considering moving here, try learning the language, like, to a certain level, because when you come out here and you're interacting with the people, you get better. But then to make life easier here for you, even if you're trying to come for a visit, try learning their language just a bit. But then if you're considering moving here, start out early by learning the Italian language. It will make your life here easier. One thing I've seen is, most people from the Francophone countries find it easier to learn Italian than we from the Anglophone countries, and then a number of people have affirmed that as well. But then it takes like will to want to learn, to put in effort. You have to get apps. I use apps like Duolingo. I've used so many apps. It did not work for me, but then I found Duolingo, and then it really is working for me. It's helping me improve. Let's talk about accommodation. Just like I did speak about, cost of living in the big cities being expensive, the same goes for accommodation. Yes, but then there have been a number of changes. Formerly, at least you will get an accommodation, but now getting an accommodation is very difficult. If you get any accommodation, it's mostly if you want to buy, but if you want to rent, is very expensive. Guys, for you to rent a single room apartment in city centers like Milan, Rome and Bologna, you can spend as less as €700, as less as €700 was what I said, and it can go as high up to 1,350 something. That is only for rent, without bills, included. One other thing to consider is the type of apartment you're going for. Obviously, if you're going for a studio apartment or you're choosing to share the apartment with others, obviously the cost is going to be lesser than what I mentioned. Take note, that is just an estimated cost. You're going to find some that is lesser or more than what I've mentioned.
And then if you're choosing to rent outside the city centers and also in smaller cities like Modena Reggio, obviously the price is going to decrease.
Finding a job in Italy. Let me tell you, finding a job in the north where I am, it's easier based on what I know. And you're going to find jobs like, working in a factory, you're going to find cleaning jobs and all of that, you understand? But then in the north, you're going to have the language barrier. English is not fluently spoken out here. But then in the south, where you don't have a lot of factories there, you're going to get jobs like, working as a translator or cleaning. Because in Rome like this, there are a number of people that really do like understand English. You meet a number of people that understand English. So that is one thing that you should consider. To me, I think it's easier to get a job in the north. But then I've not been to Rome before. I've not been to the countries in the south, so I cannot tell. But then what I do realize is most people, even those in the south, do move to the north. Then there are good jobs, like big companies out also in Rome and all the other areas that English speakers can work there. So it just depends. It just depends on where you find yourself. And then what I also say is what value you're bringing on board that also like really influence you getting a job here in Italy. Out here, the weather is a bit okay. From April to I guess September, the weather is okay. I think from even March coming, the weather is that okay. But then right from October, the weather gets really cold. So if you're coming here, depending on the time you're coming, try bringing something heavier or lighter depending on when you're coming. So if from March, April there, you can bring lighter clothes, you understand? But then if you're coming around October, please try bringing jackets. If you're coming around November, December, please bring something very heavy because it gets cold. The winter, like, you don't want to get sick. The next thing I'm also going to talk about is some places for you to visit. Like, there are lots of cool places here in Italy that you can check out. Obviously, I can only mention the places that I have been to. I can only mention the places that I have been to for you, so you can obviously visit like city centers like Milan. You can check out the beautiful gallery and all the other surrounding cool places out in Bologna, which is in North Italy. You can check out the Grand Canal in Venice, then you can check out the Amalfi Coast. Then we don't have to forget the Lake Como. It's an amazing place. It's a cool place. When you can, do check it out. If you find yourself in a place, you just check out the cool places in that place, like the cool places to visit or the cool attractions in that place. Italy is a very beautiful place. It's a beautiful country. Depending on where you find yourself, you're going to get a lot of people that are looking at you and they're looking at you twice. But then you just don't have to be bothered about that. You just have to find your tribe and then live your life. So if you're intending to move to Italy in this year 2023, like, it's the right move. Do it. So I hope this video was helpful. If you're coming to Italy by any chance, do let me know in the comments. And yes, on the person that did ask whether Italy is a safe country, yes, it is. It is a safe country, depending on where you are intending to move to. One thing though that I have to mention is what I've realized is here, when most people park their cars, they make sure that they roll the glass, and then if you have a bag or anything like that, they ask you to keep it in, they ask you to keep it somewhere that it's hidden, somewhere that when someone is standing across the car, they cannot see the bag in the car. Because there have been situations where people break into people's cars, strangers break into people's cars just to steal their phones, bags, or anything like that. So yes, there are situations like that. People do steal people's bikes, people do steal like people's a lot of stuff, like, yeah. So yeah, that is one thing. I don't want to pretend like, yeah, Italy is a very, very safe country. It's a safe country. When someone steals from you, you can go and make a report. You can go and make a report at the police station, and then yeah, they're going to help you. But then yeah, you also need to consider where you're moving to and the safety level there, because I am in not in Italy. I don't know how things work in the south. Yes, so obviously that is all I'll say for this video. And yeah, just like I said, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do follow me on Instagram. This is my handle. Follow me there, and just let me know like more contents you want on this. Let me know, and then I have another content coming for people that are intending to come to Italy to come and study. I'll talk about some of the best schools here to come and study, public universities. Yeah, all of that are coming on my channel. So, you know, why have you not subscribed yet? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, at you. So yeah, it was nice making this video. See you in my next video. I hope you did find value in it. Yeah, thank you, and see you in my next video.